I just think it's cool that someone can start something like this at such a young age, and if she can do it. Hey guys, what is up? It's Aime and welcome back to my channel. I make videos about sustainability and also about living in Paris. So today we're doing another sustainable fashion brands video. I posted a video like this a little over a year ago, and you guys really enjoyed it. It's literally like my second most viewed video. I guess you guys want more. These are 10 affordable sustainable fashion brands. You're not gonna get a lot of things that are like $2, but they're around the price of other clothes stores in the mall. They're basically around those kinds of prices. The way I'm going to be structuring this video is I'm going to be talking about the aesthetics of the brand, so basically who runs the company, what the kind of clothing they have. Then the second part, I'm going to be talking about the sustainability aspects, but also kind of what it looks like when it comes to how they treat people, and also kind of how inclusive the brand is. I also tried to include some small businesses in here because that's also another thing that I think we should support more of. So let's get started. So this first one is one that I was so close to including in my last video, and it is called the Girlfriend Collective. So first let's talk about the aesthetics. They're a sportswear brand, so they sell things like leggings, bralettes, other sports clothing. You can tell I don't work out. This is stuff that you can honestly just purchase and just wear around because it's so cute. They also have really nice scrunchies. Now let's talk about the sustainability aspect of it. So basically what the Girlfriend Collective does is they take plastic water bottles and turn them into clothing. So I think that's just super cool what they do. Finally, because I just so many great things to say about the Girlfriend Collective, something that I think is really amazing is brands that are super inclusive, specifically in the fashion realm when it comes to sizes. Oftentimes you have brands that sell for literally 5 different sizes of women, which is just disgusting. A brand like Girlfriend Collective actually has, I think they go up to like 3XL or something, but they definitely cater to a much wider range of people. We love that. Also, when it comes to being inclusive on the brand, you can also find a wide range of models, once again from different sizes but also different skin tones. Another thing that people in the fashion realm just cannot get correct ever. This second one I'm super excited about because this is actually a brand that my friend owns. When she was telling me about her brand and how she started it and how it works, I was like, that is so cool. I love that so much. So this brand is called Moyoni, and it is a jewelry brand. So one, the aesthetics, literally all of the pieces on this website, so cute. So this brand is actually based in France, but they do have international shipping. The jewelry itself is Kenyan, so they have the colorful beads and like the necklaces and like I'll show pictures so you know what I'm talking about, but they're literally so beautiful. And it's also made in Kenya by Kenyan women, so I just think that's so empowering to have jewelry like this that comes from a culture and you have those people themselves making the jewelry. On the sustainability aspect of it, the jewelry itself is made in Kenya by Kenyan women, and this is a small business. Like I said, my friend started it. I think she started it last summer, so it hasn't even been that long, but they're literally killing it. There's literally no middleman. My friend goes to Kenya and works alongside the people making the jewelry. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but the brand itself, the name Moyoni, is Swahili and it means from the heart. So literally so cute. The next brand is also another small business that I really want to shout out, and it's called Nextbest. This is kind of like the company like ThredUp, but something I love about Nextbest is that they have a lot more like something like this, something that people our age would wear. Like, I'm 21 by the way. They have a lot more current clothing and their collections are a lot smaller, so you have to go quick because oftentimes I'll go on the website and everything will be sold out. The other thing that's great about Nextbest is that they're actually working on kind of having pop-up shops on different college campuses. So when it comes to the aesthetics of Nextbest, like I said, it's kind of like more for younger people, and they have clothing for women, men, and then they also partner with different brands. So I know they have like a soap on there, they had masks on there at some point. So they basically partner with small businesses that are about sustainability to sell their stuff on the Nextbest website. So on the sustainability aspect of it, it is literally secondhand clothing, so you can't go wrong with that. They actually ship using compostable nailers, which is also pretty cool, and you would also be supporting a small brand, which is number 4. We're going to be talking about Boden, which I believe is a British brand. What? First, the aesthetics. They sell so much stuff. This is something that I saw a lot as I was kind of looking for sustainable brands, especially the super expensive ones. For some reason, all they do is they'll sell like a white t-shirt, they'll sell like a beige cardigan. Like on this website you'll literally find everything from like children's clothes and like men's wear and just a lot of different kinds of clothing. So I think that's pretty cool. So if you want to shop for your kids, this is a brand that you can definitely support. And then when it comes to the sustainability aspect of it, when I was looking through the website, something I found a lot was their commitment to worker safety and compensating their workers well. I think that's amazing because I just think it's absolutely disgusting that we've come to a point where we're okay with not paying people a living wage and then having literal billionaires, like they have their factories on their website, which is something where if you're trying to see if a brand is sustainable or not, see how much information they give you. If they give you factories, if they give you data, if they give you specifics, then that means they're more likely to actually be sustainable and they're not just greenwashing you. By the way, I have a video on greenwashing, so check that out if you want to learn more about that. So next is United by Blue, and this is kind of a brand similar to Earth Hero but kind of smaller scale. What I noticed on their website is that they actually have the Girlfriend Collective. What I assumed off of that is that they're kind of like a website where they sell other brands. So they have definitely more higher end, more expensive stuff on there, but I did see some more kind of affordable brands. So when it comes to the aesthetics, they sell kind of a variety of things, but I noticed they have a lot of like camping slash outdoors. I thought that was pretty cool about them. And then when it comes to the sustainability aspect, like I said, they kind of compile sustainable brands all in one area, and I think that's awesome for people who are lazy like me. That's why I love going on Earth Hero, because I can just see all the different brands that are related to sustainability. I can see why they're sustainable, and then I can purchase from them. But I actually have an affiliate link with Earth Hero, so if you use the link in the description, I can get a little bit of money, so check it out. Okay, so this next one I'm super excited. Oh my god, I literally found it just randomly. I was doing research for this video and I was watching YouTube videos. Not the most productive way to work, but it worked out in my favor this time. So I was watching a video. It was called like how I started my business at 20 years old, and I just clicked on it even though I'm not really currently looking to start a business, but I was like, that sounds cool. I'm 21, that's my age. Turns out she started a sustainable clothing brand. She literally sews all of her clothes. So when it comes to the aesthetics of this brand, she doesn't have a lot of clothing on their website just yet because she's literally doing everything on her own. The designs, the sewing, the shipping, the background work. I don't know if she's even hired anyone yet. She started it back in June, I believe, so it hasn't been too long, but still, that's crazy. There's this one dress that I kind of want to buy, even though it's like $70. Kind of has a more romantic, kind of darker style to her clothing, and it's so cute. I love it. So when it comes to the sustainability aspect, like I said, she's a one-woman show. She does it all. So she has dead stock fabric and like thrifted fabrics and stuff like that. She also makes like scrunchies and scarves out of thrifted slash fabric scraps. So she also ships everything through this brand. I forget the name of it, but they basically just do sustainable shipping, supplies. I just think it's cool that someone can start something like this at such a young age, and if she can do it, if this was made at a much like bigger production, I feel like the cost could like go down in half. So if she's able to do this, why can't other brands? That's my question. I don't think I mentioned her name, but it is Natalia, Trevino, Amaro. So this next brand I'm really excited to talk to you about. Thought is a UK based brand, and the aesthetics of this brand is very like, I don't know how to describe it, but they have a lot of prints. It kind of scares me because I don't really like wearing prints. They also sell more than just clothing. They have jewelry, other non-jewelry related items. You can get some things on there from like 20 pounds to like 50 pounds. And then when it comes to sustainability, like I was telling you guys about, I read through their sustainability report, and they are just kind of one of those brands that is kind of overall working in a lot of different areas, which is great. And something that's really cool about them is that they do have zero plastic packaging. Plastic packaging when it comes to shipping things is just a huge problem, and I think it's great when brands try not to use plastic in their packaging. So the next brand is a jewelry brand again, and they are called Fair Trade Wins. So when it comes to aesthetics, the products on this website are literally so cute. I just want to buy all of it, even though that's very not necessary. Like I said, they do sell jewelry, so if you're looking for a new necklace, a new ring, anything like that, check them out. When it comes to sustainability, in their name they do say they are fair trade wins, so you might guess that they are fair trade. And fair trade is something that I'm still kind of trying to do more research on, so I can kind of understand it a little bit more, because I have heard that it's kind of, it's not bad. It's definitely not something that is bad. If something is fair trade, like, it's definitely not a negative, but I'm trying to understand a little bit more before I put a blanket statement of like, if something is fair trade, it's like 10 times better than not. But basically, when it comes to fair trade, the main focus is always on empowering the workers and making sure that they're paid well, but there's also a focus on environmental sustainability as well. But usually the main focus when it comes to fair trade is treating workers fairly, which is good. Like, we love that. So number 9 is another jewelry brand, which I'm once again just going to describe as cute AF. You've probably heard a million times when you're just on YouTube, and they are called Luisa, and they basically sell, so their aesthetic is kind of like more minimalistic. Not all of their pieces are minimal, but they don't sell like costume jewelry or anything like that, and it's all like very dainty. Kind of moving to the sustainability aspect of it, something that's cool about Luisa is the fact that they use recycled silver and recycled gold in their jewelry, and also that their diamonds are lab made. And this is something that's super cool, and such a nerd on this, but I was watching this Netflix documentary. I think it's called like, I'm so bad at remembering the names of things. I'll have it on the screen. You probably know what blood diamonds are if you watch this channel. But so blood diamonds are basically diamonds that have origins that are unsustainable and very like detrimental to the community, because you have like children working in these mines, and it's just very bad for the people. And they're called blood diamonds because people literally die trying to get these diamonds. And the companies that are actually behind these operations, they go, like, the diamonds themselves go through so many different stages that it's really hard to separate diamonds that are blood diamonds versus diamonds that were mined in a sustainable and ethical way. So at the end of the day, like, you can try your hardest to find diamonds that are sustainably sourced, but it can get really complicated. But the thing about lab grown diamonds is that they basically look exactly the same. Like, they work the same as real diamonds, but obviously they're made in the lab, so they don't have the same like unethical / unsustainable origins. So that's why it's super cool that they do use these kinds of diamonds, and they are cheaper because of the fact that they're not real diamonds. But the only reason that real diamonds are so expensive is because of, it just goes back to capitalism. I'm never going to stop dunking on capitalism on this channel. I'm sorry, but I think it's really cool that a company like Luisa is using lab-grown diamonds. That's why I really wanted to put them on this list, because I love that. So the next and the final brand that we're going to talk about today is called Tonle. I'm not sure how this is pronounced, but the reason I really wanted to put this on the list was because as I was looking through their website, they're very like gender neutral. I thought that was really interesting. Like, the there's obviously some of the clothing is like more female, like made for girls, and then some of the clothing is more like masculine / made for boys. But as we have come to realize over the years, clothing doesn't have gender. So I think it's really cool that their website, at least like a lot of the stuff on the front cover. But yeah, I really wanted to add them on here because they're one of the only brands that I've seen so far, at least when I was looking for brands to put in this video. They're one of the only brands that I saw that had that kind of like gender non-conforming interface. If we're being honest, do we actually stick to the clothing section from our gender? Hell no, at least I don't. And I'm definitely seeing a lot more boys wearing skirts, which I'm not mad about, and you shouldn't be either. I'm looking at you, Ben Shapiro. So then when it comes to the sustainability aspect of it, I have this thing called open closet, which is similar to what I talked about earlier, which is basically like a recycling problem, like when I was which is basically like a way to resell your clothes to the website. So like if you're going on the website and you like a certain item, you can go see if they have the open closet and you can buy that item secondhand. And they also do source sustainable materials, and this means making sure that they're not putting in demand for a bunch of fabric and instead using fabric that has already been created. I'm going to link an article down below about deadstock fabric because it's super interesting, and this is another subject where I really want to read a little bit more about it. With that concludes this video. Whew. These videos are so fun to do because I get to learn about so many different sustainable brands, but they're also really exhausting because I have to come up with like a little speech about each one. But I know you guys get a lot of value out of a video like this, so that's why I really wanted to create it. And if you guys like this video, of course like it. If you don't like it, dislike it, because I don't know what to do with the video again. You can click the subscribe button down below if you want to get more videos from me, and click the notification, what is English? And click the notification bell so that you can be updated when I post a new video. I will also have my social media link down below. I'm sure you can follow me on Instagram, What Is It With Me, and hand signs. I might accidentally join a gang one of these days, who knows. I think that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.